Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have disappeared for a while, and I have returned. And I got some news for you guys. Today we're talking about PlayStation and why they're pulling away from PC gamers. Hint, it has to deal with money. Hint, PC gamers ain't coughing up that cash fast enough. So, what's happening? Well, rumor has been for a while that PlayStation is going to be pulling back from putting their games on PC. This is coming from the fact that the PlayStation / PC logo they've had has spontaneously disappeared from most of the games that actually originally supported it. So games like Ghost of Tsushima, stuff like that. There's also rumors that the reason why we haven't seen like Astrobot or have seen like any rumors about, Soros coming to PC is because Sony is pulling those games away. Sony basically is looking at it as like, hey, these are our franchises. These are things we use to levitate our platform, our console, to have more perceived value. So we ain't giving that to PC. Also, there's a strong concern about the whole new Xbox and Steam and all that stuff and how does Sony play into that. Maybe PlayStation wasn't happy about that. Maybe they're not happy that it's like, hey, wait a minute. Technically, that means our games are going to be on an Xbox, and we didn't sign off on that when we decided to put our games on PC, which I'm going to say right now, it's kind of a fair thing to do. It's like, in a sense, you'd be supporting your competition, and it's like, no, we didn't sign on to do that, so fuck you. How dare you do that to us? Other thing to note is just apparently, just like I said, I think a lot of it comes to the tone Sony has set for the last few years. And as they're trying to prioritize their platform, they're trying to prioritize the PlayStation. The PlayStation is the premier destination for their games, so they're going to make it the only destination for their games. With obviously a few exceptions like Helldivers 2 being a rare exception. But even then, from what I've heard, it sounds like that's a decision they kind of gone back and regretted because it didn't sell too well on Xbox. And apparently some of these other multi-platform strategies they've had have also just not worked out well with the Bandai Namco partnership with those third-party games that you had from like Studio Japan from decades ago. Apparently, also internally, it was just they weren't happy with the PC sales because, I wouldn't be happy with these numbers either. 2 million copies sold of The Last of Us Part 2 on PC. That is pretty fucking abysmal, if you ask me, when you consider the fact that strictly just on the PS4, The Last of Us Part 2 sold 10 million copies. So it's like, yeah. And then apparently the other games they're happy about, like Ratchet & Clank, Rifted Apart, games like Sackboy's Big Adventure. And this all, by the way, comes from the Insomniac leak that got put out a couple years ago, where we also got that information leak about a potential Venom game. And I kind of get the logic here. I get the logic of, hey, why are we putting games on essentially a non-competing platform that devalues our platform, or some of the perceived value our platform has compared to the others. And now, like I said, with Steam also being, and the new Xbox being a whole different other fucking thing, I think Sony's basically just saying, you know what, we're just going to pull back. We're just going to pull back and stop doing this PC stuff because A, it's not working the way we thought it would, and B, it's just not a market that apparently really wants these games. And I hate to say it like that, guys. I hate to say it like that, but PC gamers don't like PlayStation games. They don't, because they're the first ones to bitch about every little, woke element in a fucking video game. They're the first ones to sit there and go, no, why is this not a multiplayer game? Blah, 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 blah. A million excuses of why they're not going to buy a game. And just like, if you're running a multi-million-dollar corporation, guess what? It's just how you have to think. You have to think like, hey, if this isn't selling now, why would it sell, down the road? Why would the next game sell as well as, or better than the last one? Unless you're just going to change your plans. Also, live service games have just not been very well done or well received on PC for the games like Marathon and Concord, because, those have gotten swellingly. And it's just like, I kind of get the logic here. And also, just like, I just got to say it, man, I don't think you PC gamers really you don't want the big AAA games. I don't think you really do. I think you guys want the big, small games. And that's fine. That's fine if you guys want that. But it's like, Sony has to make money. It's a business decision. Now, to get this out of the way, what are my thoughts? What are my opinions on it? I don't think this is a smart decision. I don't think this is a decision that is going to save them. I think this is a decision that could actually hurt them a lot. And yeah, I'm telling you right now, I think they should put games on PC day and date. I do think they should be more supportive of the PC community. But when you see what I'm seeing, when you see the numbers I see, it's hard not to justify their decision to pull away when no matter what they seem to do on the PC side, it doesn't make the PC gamers want to buy their games. Yes, some games are a success. Games like Helldivers 2 overwhelmingly was supported by the PC community. Games like Ghost of Tsushima, while it didn't sell like gangbusters, it sold better than The Last of Us did. It sold better than the Uncharted collection did, the one they did with Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. So it's like, I kind of get why they're going to pull away from it. I don't agree with the decision. I think they should put games on PC in day-to-day because it'll get more people a chance to play the games. But at the same time, like I said, with everything being the way it is right now, I kind of get why they're pulling away so they could add quote-unquote value to the console. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Sony pulling away from PC. I understand the decision. I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, I'm not in charge of a multi-million-dollar corporation. I'm just a consumer who plays the games that he's interested in. So until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer. Tell me what you guys think about Sony's decision to pull away from PC gamers. Do you agree with the decision? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments section below. And until next time, this is That PlayStation Gamer signing out. Peace.